Welcome to NoWiki Maths. Let's do some math. So today we're going to have a quick look at exponents. And to do exponents, we first need to make sure that we know and we are very familiar with these rules. Now, you cannot do exponents if you do not know the rules. So my advice would be to make sure you know these things off by heart, and that way you know what to look for. So to start, we're not too worried about the names of these things, but we're more worried about what they do. So I've broken it down into sort of these, if you think about the operations. So here I'm adding exponents. So when do I add exponents? It's when I'm multiplying between bases. When do I subtract my exponents? It's joined to the division of the bases. When do I multiply my exponents? That we call the power to a power rule. And then when do we divide our exponents? And that's when we have these surds or fractions in our exponents. And then we just have these two little rules here, just telling me anything to the power of 0 is equal to 1. That's a nice one to remember. And then we have the negative exponent rule, which is, I like to refer to it as the move rule. So we're either moving it into the denominator or we're moving it into the numerator, depending on where it is and where the exponent is negative. Right, so let's have a look at some examples. So nice and easy, what we're going to remember, we can only work with like bases. So there we have our A's and there we have our B's. And because these are multiplying, even though there's only one multiplication in the middle, these are joined through multiplication and those are joined through multiplication. So this whole thing is being multiplied. So if we deal with our A's, we've got a to the power of 1 times a to the power of 3. And that will give me a to the power of 1 plus 3, which is a to the power of 4. I'll do exactly the same with the b's. So I have a b squared times a b to the power of 4. And because I'm multiplying those like bases, I'm going to add my exponents. And just to finish off, we will just finish off with an a to the power of 4 times b to the power of 6. Nice and easy, just to get us started. The next one, we have a power to a power rule. Important one to remember that this exponent is being multiplied to everything inside the bracket. So we're going to have a to the power of 1 times 6, and we have b to the power of 2 also times 6. And so that gives me a to the 6 times b to the 12, and we can neaten that up by just saying a to the 6, b to the 12. And then this last one, we're just going to combine all our rules. So at the top here, we have multiplication. So we have addition, and we have this x to the 5 at the bottom. And we get x to the power of 5 over x to the power of 5. Now, there's two ways to think about this. Option number one, you can think about it as anything divided by itself will cancel out. Right, so something divided by itself, and I will be left with 1. The other option is to say, well, I have the same basis. I have an x and an x divided by each other. And so I actually have subtraction. So I end up with x to the power of 5 minus 5, which ends up being x to the 0. And there's our rule of 1. So that's a nice way to think about both. Either way is perfectly fine. They get you to the same place. Right, so something to remember is our bed mass rule. And that just reminds us to deal with the brackets, what's inside the bracket first, then the exponents, and then the division and multiplication if there is. So the first thing we want to look at here is what can I do with those bad boys. So that is going to be a multiplication. So 2 times 3 is 6. And then we have the 3. Now don't get confused. Yes, we have this multiplication here, but that's just reminding me that actually I'm going to add those. And so I get x to the power of 9. Right, the same one in the next example. I'm going to deal with the brackets first. If there's anything inside the bracket that can simplify, then what's outside the bracket, and then I break that down. So I get x to the power of 3, y to the power of 6 times x squared. And now I'm left with only those two that are like bases. And so I get 3 plus 2, which is 5, and y to the power of 6. And the last one combines all of the rules, sort of doesn't really matter which direction you go, but I'm going to put the square inside. So I'm going to get a squared plus b to the 4. Don't get confused. This is not 2 plus 2. That's to get to the 4. It's 2 times 2. And then these brackets can actually fall away because they just represent multiplication. There's no exponent to those brackets that needs to go inside. And so now all I do is I combine my a's and I can combine my b's. So I add 2 and 2, which is 4, and 4 plus 1, which is 5. And so we get that is our final answer. Let's have a look at the last two examples. Just a little bit more going on, but still we're looking to apply the same rules as before. So do I have x's? Do I have y's? And actually I have x's and y's on both the top and the bottom. So your choice is up to you how you want to think about it. But what I would do is I would simplify the top, then simplify the bottom, and then I would go simplify the top to the bottom with the bottom. So top only, bottom only. Let's maybe make some notes there. Only, and then top to bottom. Right, so let's have a look. At the top, I have 2x's times x to the 3 gives me x to the power 5. I have 1y plus another 2 gives me to the 3. The bottom gives me x to the 5 and y to the 2. And so I've done the top, I've done the bottom, and now I'm going to simplify a top number with a bottom number. So those will cancel right out, and leaving me just with a little y to the 3 over y squared, and that is a subtraction. So 3 minus 2 gives me y to the 1. You don't have to write the 1. I would just like to mention that at this point you can think about it as y times y times y over y times y, and then you just want to cancel out however many there are on the top and the bottom, and that is how I'm left with just one y at the top. Right, let's have a look at our last example. I've put this one in here on purpose. Just remember all the others were algebra or variable based, but these are now number bases. So be careful, be very, very careful. Never combine those bases. So we don't multiply the bases together. We are still working only with our exponent rules. And so we have the 3's and we have the 2's. So let's start with the top. The top is telling me I have 2 to the power of 3 times 2 to the power of 4 times 3 squared over, we'll just rewrite it so we can see. Now remember, we want to deal with these exponents here, the 4 and the 3. So we're going to add those because I'm multiplying those like bases. So I get 2 to the 7 times 3 squared over 2 to the 5 times 3 to the power of 1. And now because I've got division, I'm going to subtract my exponents that have the same basis. And so we get 2 to the power of 7 minus 5 times 3 squared minus 1. And 7 minus 5 is 2. And 2 to the power of 2 minus 1 is 1. That we can simplify to 4 times 3. And you always want to finish off as much as possible multiplying those. Now remember, earlier I said never multiply these things together. But if you notice, what's actually happened is I've got a base and an exponent. And because of my rules, I've simplified it out to this point here. Now this I can't make into 2 times 3. Never going to do that. But once I convert that out of exponent form into what we call standard form or number form, now my exponents are gone and I can just multiply those as if they are normal numbers. So be careful of those. Only you ever want to simplify or sort of maybe let's say multiply things together right at the end when you've simplified and you've found a value for what 2 to the power of 2 is. And there we have it. Thanks for watching. Join us for another video at No Wiki Maths.